Well, I'm Walker, and this is my wife, Lisa Agnew. We've been members of the church for many years. We were flooded out of our house during Harvey, and it was kind of a surreal experience as you see water entering your house that you've been in for 3 decades.
I'm Sue Rhodes, and I'm a victim of Harvey. I've been in my house 39 years. It never flooded. Release of the water at the attic's reservoir was what got me. Well, I had to leave my house, and it was 12 days before I could get back into it.
We knew that things were going to be bad, but we didn't really know how bad they were going to be. 9 days later, there's still water in our house. Another week later, or maybe a week and a half later, we're finally able to drive to the house. Had to boat in and out for quite some time.
They had 40 inches of water in my downstairs. Nothing was salvageable.
We're trying to figure out what we're going to do, where we're going to go. And I'll have to say that the church just jumped right in, and they provide support and help. There were all the way from tools to food to supplies, and it was just real comforting to know that the church was there.
Some of our fellow church members took us in for a couple of nights, and then we went to our son's daughter-in-law's and spent 2 weeks there. And it was wonderful to know that we could get resources from the church.
My niece and I were alone, and we were trying to clean out the upstairs. And this is where Kim Kennedy came in with his group. The things that were too heavy for us to move out, he brought a crew in and moved them out, and it was clean as it could be, because mold was growing up the walls quickly.
I found out that the church had this little shop up at the refuge, and a lot of people from the youth department. And I remember that I thought I had been so strong until I walked in to the refuge thinking, okay, wow, I really need help here, because, being members of the church, we'd always been on the other side of the fence, with volunteering and helping people. And this time it was the other side, and the staff just hugged us and took me around and said, here, Lisa, you need a broom, you need this, you need all, and it was all these things that we really needed. So it was one of the first times I really cried, I guess, because I just felt like, okay, these people get it, and they'll be here to help us get through it.
When we went to pick up the flood buckets, I found out that the church was there for support. It took a great deal of love that I could accept this.
Just knowing that the church was there, all the way from, Lisa would come up and get some sandwiches, something to eat. It's like we didn't have to go out and try to search for a place. It was all right there. It was local. And the support, and then afterwards we had phone calls from people. We'd see people at church asking how we're doing. So it was just comforting to always have that support system.
I've been given gift cards, financial aid, and moral support from my Bible study group and from everyone.
So here on one hand, we needed help, and then on the other hand, I felt really proud that our church was helping.
Able to provide support to more than just the church members. So I already knew our church always steps up to help. It just strengthened my knowledge, knowing that the church will always be there.
It was just, knowing that the church was here, just the physical facility helped, I felt, helped me get back in a little bit of a routine, and like that life we'll go on and we'll get through this, and that, you know, come to worship.
It's kind of that term, that normalcy, trying to get back toward normal.
Their love and support has made my life bearable. It's been overwhelming. It makes my heart just want to burst with love for what has been done.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
It was so comforting to know that we weren't alone.
Right. And that we knew we were going to make it.